To lay the foundation for financial success, three things must come together. Number one, actually realizing that you're not comfortable and that your situation is suboptimal. Number two, knowing how it could be, what that life looks like, and maybe even feels like. Number three, seeing at least the first steps of the path from your point A to your point B. And guys, honestly, you gotta take care of number one and number two, but this video will take care of the number three. Rags to riches. Strategy that will print millionaires in 2025. From absolute zero. 9-step action plan that I would go for if I went broke again and lost all of my wealth. But I will be absolutely honest with you at this point, and I will say that it would be slightly different from the path I walked for the last 10 years. Simply in light of my experience and all the mistakes that I have made. And in general, because of these adjustments, this whole path and my journey, it would be much better, it would be much easier, and much faster. And also a quick note before we begin. You can construct your own precise plan using these 9 steps and interchange them as you like, or even remove some. It is absolutely fine, it is up to you. So therefore, watch the entire video and see what suits you best. Right, let's get into it. Number one, the step number one. First and foremost, I would start a personal blog about this journey. It will come in extremely handy at step number 5. Just generally speaking, it is very nice to utilize social media because, quite frankly, right now is one of the easiest times to make money, to go viral on social media and show your journey. You shouldn't be afraid of it. The worst thing that can happen to any one of us in life is death. If some people will write you some bad comments or whatever, so be it. Hate never comes from above, it always comes from below. So if people start hating on you, know you're on the right path. So starting your own blog and actually monetizing social media would be very powerful. Even if at this point you don't believe in it or you think you don't look good on camera, whatever. Go to my Instagram. Go into my old posts, they're still there. Go to my other YouTube channel, which is Thomas Crawler, where I mostly post crypto videos. Scroll back, look at my old videos. I could barely put 2 words together. And guess what? Social media has been big power in my life that helped me scale to insane levels. You must develop your character. Understand who you are and start conveying it to the world. It will be slowly attracting attention. People absolutely love it. They love the journey. So, and they might as well follow yours. Why is this important? Let me put it this way. The world will ask you who you are. And if you don't know, it will tell you. Step number 2, build cash flow. And again, with zero investment. So at this stage, you ain't got no money to invest or to trade or to whatever. So you need to use all the tools that you have at your disposal right now in the current state of the world, which is called globalization, to your advantage. No matter how big or small, you need the money rolling in, and not from a 9-to-5 job or whatever. Something that is scalable and something that is at least remotely possible to have in a passive format down the road. So currently, let me be absolutely frank here, it's the easiest time ever to do it from home, using nothing but internet. There are many ways, but take note of these 6 in particular. Affiliate marketing, social media views arbitrage and ad revenue, high-ticket closing, speculation, so buying and selling, I've done a lot of that in my time, copywriting, freelance arbitrage, and actually there are quite a few more. Step number 3, while you're building your passive cash flow, you shouldn't forget about becoming the best version of yourself. So work on your level of fitness, on proper nutrition, on mindset, on your relationships, and most importantly, discipline. Maybe start martial arts. I've done quite a bit of martial arts in my life. I've been doing Muay Thai for many, many years. Why? Because it was great for cardio, great for just overall fitness, and most importantly, the dedication and the actual discipline. This is insanely important, because usually people, they're just chasing money, but in reality, money comes to people that are just in a state of the best versions of themselves. And I'm not even talking about the importance of mindset, that whenever you're going to be doing something outside of the scope of 90% of people in this world, you will face challenges and you will face hardships, and maybe you will face hate from the people you love. So maintaining a powerful state of mind and actually being intrinsically happy in the moment, doing NLP, meditations, and being at peace with yourself and in precise moment, living in now, not living in tomorrow, not living in the past, living in the present, because tomorrow doesn't exist, it just didn't happen yet, and the past is never coming back. Very important. So put money aside in step number 3 while you're building your cash flow and work on the best version of yourself. It's going to actually help you make much more money because you're going to be much more fit in every single sense of the word, and you'll be ready to make serious money. Then step number 4, once you reach at least $10,000 per month, maybe using affiliate marketing or social media views arbitrage or freelance arbitrage, copywriting or high-ticket closing or whatever niche you actually select, or speculation, buying and selling things. So once you get to those $10,000 per month, I would start getting into capital multiplication. This is where you start to scale that money that is coming in. And forget about wasting that money on parties, drinks, or maybe a car or a watch, whatever. All of that has to come later. You certainly can enjoy it. Maybe use 10% of the money you make on fun. That's fine. So if you make 10K, use $1,000 on bullshit, that's fine. But the rest 9K, you need to invest. You need to get into capital multiplication and then subsequently scale it further. This is step number 4. And there are currently quite a few avenues for that. But the best are probably crypto, investing into the spot market, so liquidity cycles, understanding liquidity cycles. That's maybe I've lost some money in trading here and there where you're trying to predict the smallest market frequencies, but long-term cycle investments, that's easy 10x. You just need to understand when is the good time. And for that, you really need to have basic knowledge of liquidity cycles. Then certainly traditional investing and trading. Trading could be on the risky side, but that's something I've used myself quite a bit to simply multiply your cash flow as it's coming in. The next step is number 5, actually the fun one. And here, big scale actually comes in, and scaling your existing level. So once you hit your first $250,000 using everything that we've discussed so far, and people actually, that's why I said in step number 1, doing your own social media, you would actually see that it will start resonating with people. You actually showing this journey from literal zero to the first $250,000, and you can be as clear as day and as honest as possible. And when people saw your entire journey, you could develop a product for those people, maybe a course, a digital product which has 99% margin, profit margin, on the topic of how you did it, which steps you went for, how it all worked for you. And to be honest, it is super easy to do. And then step number 6. And guess what? Once you've gone through the first 5 steps, I can guarantee you will hit your first $1 million. In combination with all these things that I've mentioned so far. Because myself, currently I have 11 different income sources, which is quite incredible, but this is the result of my work for the last 10 years. Now, step number 6 is once you would hit that first $1 million, what I would do is I would start investing more, and not just crypto. I would start investing into my personal brand, into marketing, and looking for and hiring a strong team and hunting them down, really hunting them down, to help me scale to $1 million, not just $1 million, but $1 million per month in profit from all the things so far mentioned in this video. Team is everything, and you will have to invest in it if you want to go beyond a few $1 million. Now, step number 7. Once you hit the first $10 million, which is quite frankly quite easy to do within a certain period of time, if you follow all these steps precisely, the first 6 steps, I would diversify my portfolio and apply proper capital preservation rules to at least half of it to reduce risk and make sure I have a safety net in case of a black swan event on a market or a crash or whatever, so that because 10 million is already a serious amount of money, and you really want to be careful with it. This is important to understand. Initial cash flow, capital multiplication, but then capital preservation. And then step number 8, once you actually readjusted your portfolio and you already have a substantial amount of money, I would keep scaling it until a net worth of at least $100 million by investing in early stage projects in your niche that you've so far throughout your journey have understood so well, maybe trading more, scaling social media even more, collaboration with famous people, etc., and spending money on quality networking with like-minded people that have achieved something too. Because always, please remember one simple fact. You won't be able to interest a person doing more than you. You won't be able to interest a billionaire or multi-millionaire if you're not a millionaire yourself. It is very difficult to get into that network. You might meet one on anywhere, but actually keeping up and actually interesting that person is almost impossible unless you're at the same level. But when you are and you come together to the correct networking event or whatever, and you are actually able to talk about something, this is where the scale happens, because you actually multiply that energy and you put together your levels together and go forward together. This is very important, and please understand, don't go to these useless $25 networking lunch bullshit. You're not gonna find anyone there. Once you make some money, get into the Bugatti Club. One of the main reasons why I bought a Bugatti that you can see behind me here is because of the Bugatti Club. They actually are inviting me to events where only Bugatti owners are. Same thing with watches, Audemars Piguet Club or Richard Mille Club. So it is the place where people are guaranteed to be serious. So, and also certainly expensive business clubs. That's what I would do to scale yourself further in terms of your social life. And the step number 9 is actually where I am at currently myself. And that is, once you actually have gone through all these steps and it has taken you quite some time, you've made quite a bit of money, you've created a very good network, you've got a great team, you understand marketing, social media, maybe by this time you already are quite famous. You have enough resources and understanding to create really a global impact. And as for myself, I'm currently launching Event Horizon. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it. It has a potential of being a multi-billion-dollar company. But it all came from nothing. It all started with nothing. So the philosophy here, my friends, is very simple. Accept risk. Consume information tirelessly. Learn every day. Put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Choose a scalable niche. Develop passion and enjoy every single moment of your life. And most importantly, push beyond the patience of the 90% of people and perfect your mindset and become immune to stress. Remember these things. This is your philosophy you need to engrave in stone, and you will be successful, period. All of it, just by the way, all ways of making money, then multiplying it, then preserving it, building a good, powerful team, managing social media, going viral, developing spiritually, fitness-wise, nutrition, and much more is all available to all of you inside the Game Changer community. So join the ranks of the like-minded people, link down in the description. And always, always, pray like it's up to God, work like it's up to you. Impossible is the word found only in the dictionary of fools. Game changer.